So in this video we're gonna see how to create a very basic GUI application using Tkinter. So the application will look something like this. So you have some text and you have some input field. So when you enter some input to the input field and click on the button, so it will display the input that you have typed. So and we also have some menu bars. So when you click on the new item, it will open a new window. So if this application interests you, then please subscribe to the channel. So for this project we need one Python package, that is Tkinter. So to download that, just head over to command prompt and type pip install tk. So the tk stands for Tkinter. So it will take some time, just wait for a few seconds. As you can see, it says requirement already satisfied. That means I have already installed it. So when the installation is complete, just close this window and create a new Python file. Let's import from Tkinter. We need to import all the libraries. So after we import all the libraries present in the Tkinter module, so let's create our root window. To create a root window, just call the tk class. So now when we run this, nothing happens because we need to execute the Tkinter. So to execute the Tkinter, just call the main loop method. Now save this and run now. As you can see, a window pops up. Now the title is tk. So let's change the title to our channel name. So let's change the title to this. Now run this. As you can see, the title has been changed. Now let's change the width and height of this window. The width will be 400 and the height will be 200. As you can see, the width and height has been changed. So now let's define some text to the root window. So to display any text to the window, we use the label class. So inside the label class, we need to specify some arguments. The first argument will be on what window you want to display this text. So I need to display on this root window, and let's specify the text. So write something. Now when you run this, nothing happens because we need to place it on this window. So let's call the grid method. As you can see, the text has been displayed here. So let's add some input field near to this. So to add the input field, so to add a single line input field, we use a enrich class in Tkinter. So this enrich class also be in root window. So let's give some width equal to 10. So let's also place it using the grid class. As you can see, the input field has been added, but I need this input field adjacent to the text here. So let's change this, and also the width of this input field should be larger. So let's change both of these now. So let's change the width to 30, and let's change the place of the input field to I need this input field on the same row as this label here, but I want the column to be equal to 1. So now run this. As you can see, the input field is now adjacent to the text here. So let's add a button here. So button equal to button. So this button will be in root window. So the text will be click me. So let's also place it to the window. So it will be on the same row, and the column will be 3. So let's change the color and the text color of this button. As you can see, the button has been placed, but when we click, nothing happens. First, we will change the color and the background color. So, foreground equal to cyan and background equal to black. As you can see, the color has been changed, but when we click the button, nothing happens. So, when we click the button, let's call clicked method. So when the button is clicked, it will fire up the clicked function. So let's define the function now. So click. So inside the click, the response will be you wrote plus the input you type in the input field. So to get the input, just here is the input field. So input field dot get. So it will get the input that you have typed in the input field. So let's place it in the new label. It will be on the root window and the text will be equal to response. So now run this. So when you type something and click on the button, let's call the grid method. As you can see, it says you wrote hi. So let's change the row and column of this. The row will be equal to 1 and the column is also equal to 1. Now when we run this, let's type something here. As you can see, it displays in center. So now let's add some menu. So to add some menu, we will call the menu class. This menu will be on the root window. So root, and we need to specify some item to the menu. Now let's define some items. So to define some items, just call menu dot add cascade method. So inside the label will be equal to file and the menu will be equal to item. So let's save this and see what happens. So the menu is not defined. So we need to call the root.config equal to menu equal to menu. Now save this and run now. As you can see, the file menu has been defined, but inside the file menu there is no items. So let's add some command here. So menu dot add command, the label will be new. When the new item is clicked, we will open a new window. So let's define that function now. New window. So let's define that function. The new window, we will create a new window here. New window equal to tk. So let's give our new window a title. New window. So let's give our new window a height and proper height and width 400 x 200. So let's execute that new window now. Now when we click on the file menu, just click on new. As you can see, it displays a new window. So this is how you create a GUI application using Tkinter. So this is for this video, and I will meet you in the next one.